At what point did you think of Jakpa?
So, for me, by the way, I hope they know what Jakpa means because, of course, I'm sure there are other people that might not be.
Jakpa is to travel out.
Jakpa means to run, run away.
To run away.
Yeah. Of course, was leaving to Germany because I knew that one of the countries that would have standard education or maybe premium education, but with very small amount of money was Germany. 2 years and 11 months or something. So very soon it will be 3 years.
So what has been your biggest lesson so far?
It's very easy to be used to religion and miss out some very key.
Okay.
Yeah. So basically.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. This is Voice of Inspiration podcast, and we are so amazed to have you here again today. On our show today, we have an amazing guest all the way from Akwa Ibom, Nigeria, who is here to share his experiences with us, how he moved from one European country to another one, how he had to deal with distance relationship and live abroad with God.
So on today's episode, we have another amazing guest, still all the way from Nigeria. So can you kindly tell us about yourself, please?
My name is Joel Billy. My full name is Joel Okokon Billy. So I'm a Nigerian, a law-abiding Nigerian. I'm from Akwa Ibom.
So I also know that you lived somewhere before coming to Finland. You didn't mention that to us.
Yeah. So I was a civil engineer in Nigeria with focus on highway engineering.
Okay.
So I was into a lot of road construction projects and of course housing projects too, but I was focused on the roads, so both federal roads and state roads. I was into construction of these roads, and then I was also in charge of buying asphalt for my company. I'd usually go to the asphalt plant, where, like, when I mean asphalt now, I mean the substances they buy for roads, to build roads. I usually go there and I usually buy for my company and help them to build roads.
Were you in charge of purchasing in your company?
No. Of course, there was an accountant. There were several other people. I was just the engineer in charge of representing my company at the place of purchase. So I was there to checkmate the quality of the asphalt that they are putting into our trucks, making sure it's according to what we the purchase orders we placed. So it was quite a very hot experience because it's a very hot site.
So at what point did you think of Jakpa?
So for me, by the way, I hope they know what Jakpa means because of course I'm sure there are other people that might not be.
Jakpa is to travel out.
Jakpa means to run, run away.
To run away.
Basically, I always knew that I would have to try another educational system at some point. So as at that time, the focus was leaving to Germany because I knew that one of the countries that would have standard education or maybe premium education, but with very small amount of money was Germany, because you don't get cheap education anywhere and still get quality education. It's two different things. So I kept looking for these opportunities. I had several colleagues and friends. We all wanted to run away because we wanted to experience something better, probably seek for a better life. And so, I never knew of Finland. In fact, I usually tell people that the only thing I knew of Finland was the capital, Helsinki. And the only thing I knew about Helsinki was a movie, Money Heist. If you know Money Heist, there was this character, her name was Helsinki. No, it was actually a man. His name was Helsinki in the movie Money Heist. So that's the only thing I knew about Helsinki. Yeah, and so when I got the opportunity, it was a scholarship. So basically, it was not necessarily to Germany first. The course is such that you have to come to Finland first for 1 year, and then it was a double degree master's course. So you come to Finland first and then go to Germany.
Was it related to what you were working?
Yeah. It was construction management.
Okay.
Construction and real estate management. Yeah, so it was, I saw that, I was like, okay, let's get this master's in the field and see how we build from there.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
So can you say something about your experience abroad so far?
I'll start from the culture shock.
Okay.
Yeah. So I came to Finland at the peak of the winter. So imagine, I think it was January. I came in January, and maybe late January or so. So that was, and switching to minus 20 something degrees. So it was quite cold. You can't just make a mistake and run outside and say, oh, let me just get something. You have to dress properly, even if you want to step out. And then meeting the people, they were really very, very shy. I mean,
totally opposite to where you're coming from.
Exactly. In my country, I mean, if you plan to use the what's it called now, the public transport systems, you can get really squeezed. If you go, like, there are several categories of transportation system, but most of them are you get to relate with people more, see closer with people. But here it's totally different. You just stay on your own. In fact, once you sit on a particular region, nobody comes there. They feel like, okay, we can see you. They can see other people sitting with you, even if it's just you. So
I think that those ones are something else.
So it's, I mean, they like, it's privacy. Everyone wants to respect your space. If I see an empty seat, why disturb you when I can just go to the next one? So all those culture shocks and everything, it was good.
Apart from the weather, did you have the weather and the people's behavior?
Yeah.
Was there any other thing, like maybe from school, nothing else?
Well, from school, it was what we've always heard.
Okay.
If people watching, anyone who has been in a federal university has a lot of stories to tell. So, but over here, it's a little bit much more different than what is over there. So, I mean, they get to show more concern, much concern of your well-being, take care of you and make sure you're ready to learn. So the goal is you learning.
And then make sure you're conducive for the learning process.
Exactly.
So how long now have you been abroad, like both either Germany or Finland?
Yeah, I've been away from Nigeria for 3 years.
3 years?
Yeah, almost 3 years, because in a month's time it will be 3 years. So say to learn.
The lessons you have learned that someone watching right now thinking, okay, I want to jackpot, that maybe they can watch this video and they can pick 1 or 2 things from it.
Yeah, I would say if you just put in minimal effort to research, you might just find gold online on the internet. Let me describe that. When I found this course, it didn't look like what it is. I mean, it was just any random course. So sometimes when you explain and say, hey, it's a scholarship and it's not a big deal well, it's a big deal, but I mean, for most people, it's not a big deal. If you get some basic minimum requirements, you can find yourself here. And there are opportunities. There are several opportunities. So for someone watching, I don't know how you're doing, but if you're in somewhere where you feel like you're not maximizing your potentials, just dig a little. Minimal efforts can just land you on a gold mine. Information. So we are one step away from gold if we just have information and you capitalize on it.
So what has been your worst time living abroad, like your downtime? Has there been any time like that when you were like,
so
I'm at the brim, like I'm done?
So well
was there
first of all, the determination to move on from where you know, we've been, is really big.
And there's a way that when we think about where we are coming from.
Exactly. But now, this is, maybe it's going to sound funny. Like I said, I came during the peak of winter.
Yeah.
And boom, in February, I was very excited. My friends were like, hey, let's go to this island.
Yeah.
The island is just across from Elena. It's just nearby the city. It was very cold.
Yeah.
So the gloves I took with me were, I don't know, gloves for walking.
Yeah.
But I mean, I didn't know that it was colder there.
Okay.
So it was actually a birthday trip. But I went there. Everybody was having fun. I felt like entering inside the ground because it was cold.
It was really
I tried to put my hands in my jacket to hide it. It was like someone was cutting my hand with knife.
What is the major change that being abroad has made in your life?
Yeah, being abroad is an internet age. Sometimes you can learn a lot even before getting to a particular destination. So arriving there would just confirm, okay, I was not a crazy person when I was thinking that, hey, I can do this, I can do that. So it was more like a realization phase for me because in my head, I was already out of where I was, my country before. I was doing I was talking to so many people who were outside. I was, chatting. I was seeing people saying things, it didn't make sense, but the more I checked and confirmed online, I was like, okay, this sounds good. So when it comes to personal growth, I've started doing a lot of things and
even before you traveled, or
no. When I came here,
okay,
yeah, because some of those things are not possible in my country because one or two policies might not really flow with the country. So, but when you come here and especially in European area, it's easy. It's easy to get skills. It's easy to learn stuff. It's easy to register for some investment plan. So almost everything is like, okay, let's do this now. We've been hearing that, okay, we can do this, but okay, let's do it now. So it was more like realization for me to get any skill possible. So I think that's about that.
So I know you're also a Christian, probably. Yeah, so can you tell us, has there been any contribution being a Christian, a born again? Did it help you at some point to navigate through life?
Yes. Very, very much. I was born in a Christian family, so it's very easy to be used to religion and miss out some very key experiences. So I was one of those people who, I kept probing. Apart from what we do in church, apart from what we do, pray in the morning as a family and all that, I kept probing and saying, okay, let's see if you're really there. I didn't like literally say I want to see signs, but I prayed. I was like, God, please.
You wanted to experience God for yourself.
Yeah. I was so desperate.
Was there any particular event that pushed you to do that?
Yes. I kept praying. I was like, okay, God, you have to help me. Go outside. So the whole process, a lot of things. That's just one of them. A lot of the time I pray, and then sometimes people reach out or you meet people, and then if you try to connect the dots, you'd be like, wait, I actually prayed for this.
Exactly.
And really?
Yeah.
Thank you, Jesus. So sometimes it's even possible that you forget.
Yeah.
But you prayed for this, and you prayed and you told Jesus that, please help me, please help me. And besides, I've always been of the opinion that everybody that asks for help from God, no matter what you believe in, hopefully it's God, hopefully it's Jesus, but regardless, God sees. He helps people. If you ask for his help, he's gonna help. But if you dig deeper and you say, okay, I don't want this to be, whenever I need help, I come and say, hey, help me, and then I go back. I want it to be, something. Okay, what do you need to God? How do you want me to help you to? How can I help you? Because I'm very sure, again, I'm of the strong opinion that there's no way I would help God and, you know, be stranded. It's very impossible in my view. So it's something that has been carrying me all the way, and you just keep breaking protocols, you keep growing and growing and growing. So it helps me that most of the time I try to say, okay, enough of all this, I want that. What do you want? Because I mean, you've been serving everybody on earth. Everybody literally calls Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. Hey, Jesus, what do you want?
Like all the time.
Yeah, so sometimes it helps a lot, and it places a burden on you, because honestly, what I know is that it's a burden. He's trying to like get as
Leading
much people.
You, So about your, still on the issue of your faith abroad, you know, usually we usually heard that a lot of people go astray when they come abroad. I don't know, but why do you think it's so, like, and have you like been tempted to that level sometimes, like to want to see reasons why you shouldn't continue with the faith your parents trained you in?
So I understand people when they become, you know, less spiritual. It's very simple. I mean,
and when you say less spiritual for a normal person,
can you explain? Everything is environment. Less spiritual, the things you prayed for, like in my country, sometimes before you step out of your house, you pray, God, please, as I go out, please protect me from certain things, you know, road accidents, because, you know, in that space, you know that the traffic rules might not be as strong as some other place.
That's true.
So that takes off one prayer point from your list of prayers.
Okay, when you come abroad, you no longer pray about protection.
When you come abroad, that's one prayer off your list. You have other battles to fight. Now, how these battles, how do you fight them? It depends on you. Most times it's not even prayer. Sometimes it might just be getting a skill. It might just be linking up with someone, doing some things to help you.
And sometimes getting that skill too is so easy. Like, and then people are like, it's not also something I should
So
it
takes that encounter. So me now, have I experienced this? No, because the encounter was already there. I had already experienced that. Hey, no matter where you are, just find out what Jesus wants, what the person you serve, what God wants, what he wants, how does he fight, how does he walk in this region. The way he operates in Finland here is not the way he operates in every other country. So you have to understand the dynamics of what is happening in a particular region. That's what helps you to stay on fire. So that's the thing.
I just had to ask this question, especially as we were talking about the faith abroad, because I remember when I was about to travel, one of my major prayer points was this, like, God, you see this thing I'm hearing about people going and abandoning the faith, like, I don't want it near me. I don't want to hear it. It's like, whatever you need to do, whatever systems you need to put in place as I'm going, just put it in place. But thank you so much for coming. We really appreciate you guys for staying till now. We are so grateful to you all.
Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, please. That is going to go a long way to help us to grow. Thank you for your love and support. We love you, and bye.